Hi, this is Master Coach Eve, and today I'm going to be talking to you about how you can post 5 types of posts to connect with your audience and to put out some awesome content on social media. And you can also use this on your blog as well, but I'm covering social media. Okay, so the first one is you can talk about life lessons. Okay, life lessons. This you can do a whole plethora of things with this, but you really need to be careful. Like, what is it exactly that you're trying to get across? I know for the people that I coach a lot of coaches. I coach a lot of coaches. I coach a lot of entrepreneurs, small business owners, authors, and things like that. And I have to remind them that the reason why they are communicating with people, it has to be strategic for one, and it also has to deliver a specific type of information. So when you're giving a life lesson or a story, what does that have to do with your medium? I tend to think that you shouldn't share stories that don't really have anything to do with what your business is about. Just because it throws people on a tangent, and you want to stay away from personal information just because, I don't know, like, I'm more of a private person, but it just depends on you as a person. As a business owner and as someone who is the creator and founder of something, I'm the creator and founder of yourpassivelegacy.com. I have to make sure that I don't share too much information, but share just enough information. So I have to be really professional. And when you share life stories, you just want to make sure that you're professional and that it has something to do with what you're talking about. I noticed that a lot of, well, of course, pastors, bishops, people who are in the church setting, they provide parables and sermons and things like that. But you can also offer emotional help, relationship advice, life coaching, things like that. I tend to veer off into more of the personal development and millionaire mindset because I think that's really important. In order to get coaching from me, you have to be in the right mindset. So I have to teach about mindset, and I have to teach personal development. That's really huge and important for me. One of the things that you can look into if you're going to do this type of post is to look in the 9 environments of you, or the 25 cognitive biases by Charles Munger, or things like that, where it's more like on the psychological side, because a lot that it's heavy. That's heavy material. Okay. So the second one is educational or informal or informative post. This helps establish your expertise. So anytime you're talking about whatever your industry is, say your industry could be about daycares, or maybe your industry is about writing books, or whatever your industry is about, when you post information about how to, or things like that, lists and things like that, it really gives people the impression that you know what you're talking about, for one, and it makes you an expert and establishes you as an authority in your field. So if that's something that you want to do, that's a great way to go if you are just starting out, because it helps build content and it helps people to trust you. People don't do business with you unless they know, like, and trust you. So you want to make sure that you are offering value. And you have to offer value, a lot of value, before you actually get paid. So a lot of your free content needs to tell the what and the why. But if you want people to buy services from you, that's when you tell them the how. So tell them the what and the why in your free content, and keep out the how, because the how is how you get paid. Okay. Number 3 is case studies and statistics. So if you have case studies or statistics about whatever it is that you are talking about, it's a great opportunity for you to share that information. Make sure that your source is credible. So Wikipedia doesn't count. Don't use Wikipedia. But make sure that your source is credible and that their information is credible, because you just want to make sure that you're not putting out information that isn't valid by accident. Okay, so always when you do your research, make sure that you're getting your research from a reliable source, like .com, .gov, .edu. Those are just a few examples of some valuable resources, valuable places that you can get content from, as far as case studies and statistics are concerned. Number 4 is going to be reviews. So if you have been to a restaurant, or you've been to an event, or you've used a piece of software, or you've seen a movie, or you've read a book, or you listened to music, or you've used a gadget, or any products of interest, you can leave a review. So a lot of the things that I like to do, I like to leave book reviews because I like reading books. And I also leave software reviews because I try a lot of different things just to see how they work out. So I do the trial. A lot of these businesses will allow you to do like a 14-day trial or a 30-day trial or whatever, what have you. And then you just tell people like, hey, you know, I had a really hard time using this product, or I had a good time using this product. So product reviews, I use product reviews. I also use book reviews. I don't really, I also do event reviews. So when I go to events and things like that, I just tell people like, wow, this event was awesome. I got some amazing value out of it. And it just really gives more feedback so that they know whether to invest in that or not. And that's adding value to your audience. Okay. The last one is going to be definition posts. So you explain industry jargon, or after all, how many times do you see what is a blank, fill in the blank, online, and expect desire more than simple Merriam-Webster dictionary definition. So like, for instance, if I were to say CTA, for those of you that are not really like marketing savvy, you're gonna be like, what? What's a CTA? What? What's that? Well, a CTA is a call to action. If I were to say, what's another one? I'm just trying to think of something that's hard, because a lot of people know this stuff already, but like they don't. And this is the thing, is people don't realize that they need to dumb it down. The curse of knowledge is not pretty when you're saying jargon that people don't understand. You have to talk to people in a way that they just know what you're talking about. So usually if I use a word that is not common for people, I explain it right afterwards. So if I say CTA, I mean as in call to action or something like that, then I'm just going to explain it so that you know what I'm talking about immediately, so that you don't have to guess. So if you're going to explain industry jargon, just make sure that you explain it in a way that is normal for people so that they can digest it. Because a lot of the time, when you're in an industry and someone's not, and they're kind of curious about what you do, they don't want to know everything. They just want to know the basics, the bare bones. So in order to not scare people away, you just give them the bare bones. And oftentimes too, like when people have a product, they'll explain like the whole product, and they'll have all this industry jargon in there, and that really doesn't help. So you're just talking about the features of the product, and you're not talking about the benefits. And the problem with that is people don't care about the features. They want to know what the benefit is. They're not buying the plane to Hawaii, they're buying the trip to Hawaii. So that's something that you need to think about. Just to recap, the first is life lessons. You can teach people life lessons. The second is educational or informative posts. Number 3 is case studies or statistics. Number 4 is going to be reviews, whether that be a review about whatever it is that you've consumed, okay, or, you know, just a review about something. And number 5 is going to be definition posts. Just explain to them some definitions so that they don't feel like they don't know what you're talking about, or they don't feel dumb, right? You don't want to make people feel like they don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so I hope this helped you. If you would like more information like this, or if you would like to be motivated, you can join my private group, Your Passive Legacy Academy, on Facebook. Or if you would like to work with me, you can email me at sibusinesscoach@gmail.com, and you will reach me, Master Coach Eve. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.